Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom this world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son, whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and mercy to the house of David, those men that are doing his work in sincerity and in truth across the four corners of the earth, and much love to the 130 believers out there. Salakia, I'm in transit right now, but much love to the 130 believers out there. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the Spirit. All right, to you, I'll say greetings. Okay, so I got an article here by Gizmodo, Gizmodo, and I'm gonna have to figure out a intelligent way to name this one, as so it doesn't get any extra attention, if you will. But it says, I have this, I'm probably going to use this picture as the thumbnail, this black and white photo here. But it says the FBI tested facial recognition software on Americans for years, new documents show. So they got basically, and this is something we were aware of already, right? But they've been testing out facial recognition on Americans. Okay, so this is why you have things like Facebook, right? Why you have things like Clear at the airport. You know, all of these things that are meant to lead you to giving more information to Esau. So now Esau know your eye color, how much your pupils are dilated, how far away your nose is from the tip of your mouth, how high your cheekbones are. You know, Esau know all of this kind of stuff. All right, and I'm gonna read some of this article. Let me see some. Hold on. I got a scripture that just came to mind. This is Psalms 10:8. It says, "He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones." All right, so, you know, obviously a lot of times we compare this to Esau's wickedness that he does in the dark. We compare this to like when he's out, he's being the police officers waiting in certain spots, ready to tag you and ticket you, you know. But this goes into Esau's witchcraft too. Like everything that he does, like even through pharmacy, that's him lying in the secret place, right? This FBI work, being able to spot you out, being able to tell your facial recognition, it's going to tell you about how far they can tell your facial recognition. All right. So this is just what Esau's up to. This is his wickedness and how he's trying to put everybody under this system, right? That C-hip is coming. Okay, it's coming, and so they want to be able to. They got to be able to identify you, right? You know, they got all this stuff going on with like this deep fake, this AI stuff. So where you can't really, people wearing fake costumes, and you know it's hard to tell people, especially with this online. It's such a heavy online presence. But Esau, they had like in old movies where they're able to get cryptic, and even if you have like a mask on or something, they can be able to see through it and see like your bodily features to be able to determine if that's you. Okay, but it says, and it was on March 7th, so today at 2:04. It says new documents revealed by the ACLU and shared with Gizmodo show the lengths FBI and Pentagon officials went to develop truly unconstrained facial recognition capable of being deployed in public street cameras, mobile drones, and cops' body cameras. All right. It says the goal of the project, and y'all gonna get this, the goal of the project, codenamed Janus, right? Janus, which should be familiar to all you brothers. It says, after the Roman god with two opposing faces. right? So we always go into January, right? And how it's really the worship of Roman god Janus. Okay, so this is how you know that they're coming under that vibration, right? That they're, excuse me, that these people reverence wickedness, that these people use these fake deities to model themselves after. And why is it two faces? Multiple faces to be able to see what's going on, out with the old, in with the new, you know? Two-faced, deceitful. Everybody say you don't want to be somebody that's two-faced, and they chose a program that's literally got two faces, all right, and a false god, man, all right. But it says it was to develop highly advanced facial scanning tech capable of scanning people's faces across a vast swath of public places, from subway cars and street corners to hospitals and schools. In some cases, researchers believe the advanced tech could detect targets from up to 1,000 meters away. So, you know, when we hear meters, we're like, you can't, it's hard to measure that in your head. So I looked up how far is 1,000 meters. Salaki, I'm just checking something real quick. All right, how far is 1,000 meters? And it has said 0.621 of a mile. So you basically got a little bit more than a half a mile. So can you imagine that? Like, that's like bird's eye view type shit, you know? From I don't think you understand like how far that is. You know, if somebody can see you from 0.6 of a mile away, that's far, man. If you get on the freeway and you drive for a half a mile, you're gonna be driving for a minute, man. You know, roughly they say a mile takes about a minute to drive. You know, if you're driving at a decent pace, you know, maybe 60, 65 miles per hour, you can do about a mile per minute. So if it takes 30 seconds to see you driving away somewhere, that's how far their things can detect your face. I'm not talking about to see you, right? Seeing somebody from a half a mile, that's probably not too hard. But to detect your face, to know how large or thin your eyebrows are, to know how big your nostril is, right? That's he's like a lion in weight, man, right? So let me get it real quick. And now we don't understand this to be something scriptural, but it kind of still hits home. This is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 29. It says, a man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. But this is the point. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. So, you know, we apply this to understand how a man is and if he's serving the Lord or not. But the main point I'm bringing out there is your gait, right? Which is another word of saying how the manner in which you walk. Because if you walk with a little bit more of a hip, a dip in your walk, they'll be able to pick up on that. If you walk more with your posture right, they'll be able to pick up on that. If you got a misstep or drag your feet, all of that kind of stuff, they'll be able to pick up on. But this for facial recognition, this is letting you know how the depths of how Esau will go to have you tracked and have you logged into his system, right? And so most of these people, they freely gave that away. Every time they get a new hairstyle or something new going on in their life, or they just want to feel free, they'll get on the internet, put their face up, you know. And brothers, this is something that you can consider, because they're going to be trying to say we did something that we didn't. They're going to look at the gate, we got facial recognition on them. They'll try to use this in court, right? They'll try to use this Roman god Janus program to use this in court to come against brothers. You know, be like, look, we got his face on the new Janus system, and it's 99% accurate, you know, some shit like that. You know, it says experts speaking with Gizmodo said the advanced surveillance capabilities outlined in the documents potentially pose truly unprecedented threats to personal privacy and civil liberties, especially given the U.S. lacks of any meaningful federal privacy protections. If implemented as documented, The Janus program's blanket of cameras would resemble surveillance cameras already in place in China, which the Pentagon and other intelligence agencies have publicly denounced. See, they've denounced it because of privacy, because you can see somebody so far away. But they're already doing that in China. And see what they're doing, that score system, that social credit system, And so they're about to start doing this all over the United States, all over these different countries, because it's one thing to have the C-hip in you, but they can track you, but they want to be able to put eyes on you, right? That's why they be having these cameras everywhere. They want to be able to be like, oh, his C-hip is saying he's here. Oh, we found him located on camera by facial recognition on, Hollywood and, and Franklin Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Like that they want to be able to put eyes on you along with the C-hip. That's because that gives them also the other angle of putting themselves in the seat as the Most High, right? That's a part of the C-hip, right? Being able to identify you and see you, because the Lord is omnipotent, right? Right? The Lord is everywhere, is in everything. He can see everything at any given moment, not just know where you are. See, they can know where you are based on your tracking device, but that thing won't have a camera inside of it looking at you. So they want to have that omnipotence that comes from Yahweh to be able to see everything at one moment. And they had a movie on that called Eagle Eye. How the damn thing, the wicked device, the robot, was in everything. It can pick up on a camera phone, can tap into cell phones, it can tap into towers, tap into TVs, it can tap into everything. Eagle Eye, having an eagle eye to look over everything, right? I'm not making this too long. I just wanted to get this out after I saw this article. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, all of the tactics that Esau tries to use to try to manipulate us and put us in a position that more constraint. That's really what he's doing. He's putting you in a more position of constraint. All right, they're trying to get away with the dollar. Everything is going cashless. If you don't see the way the tide is turning, then that means you're just not in the spirit, man. Hell, even people in the world can see all of the different changes and things that Esau is making, and that something ain't right. Right? People in the world, can see what's going on, man. Can see this paradigm shift taking place. But only the righteous are going to be delivered from these things, man. But they'll try to put facial recognition on us and call us terrorists and all kinds of things, man. Right? But we know that Esau's technology, it always fails, too. It always fails. His stuff don't work. Going back to the article, and then I'll wrap it up after this. It says the government, it's actually two little parts I want to read here. It says the government is opening Pandora's box on a terrifying technical capability which can enable pervasive tracking of anyone or everyone in a way never before possible in a free society. ACLU Speech Privacy and Technology Project Deputy Director Nathan Freed Wessler told Gizmodo, lawmakers need to close the door on government abuse of this technology now before it is too late. See? Because it's going to get out of control. They're going to be able to see everything that you're doing. And people should appreciate privacy, but they'll make them believe that it's for their safety, right? So therefore, your invasion of privacy should be given up. That's really how they get people when they do that kind of thing. All right. So this last part, it just talks about what is the Janus program, and see, that lets you know that we living in Babylon and these people are wicked. The fact that you have this supposed to be top tier, apex technology, right? And what do? They named it after their gods, right? Their god is a false god that's two-faced, being able to see everything, see the stuff in the past, see the stuff in the future, right? They name it after their gods and their deities, so they let you know who they serve. They serve Satan. This place is Rome all over again. That's why they use things for their Roman deities. Okay. So let me get this part here. It says, what is the Janus program? The documents first reported on by the Washington Post provide new insights to the nearly decade-old, right, this has been almost 10 years now that they've been working with this thing, surveillance program funded by the Intelligence Advanced Research Projects Agency, or IARPA, as the U.S. intelligence group modeled after DARPA, the Pentagon's Research and Development Unit. The Janus program dates back to 2014 when it was launched with the stated goal of radically expanding the scenarios in which automated face recognition can establish identity. IARPA researchers cited in the document said they were interested in dramatically improving the quality of facial recognition systems and allowing scaling to support millions of subjects, right? They'll be able to scale, be able to zoom in and out, put things to scale. The documents reveal that researchers were interested in creating scanning tech capable of quickly detecting faces from partially obstructed angles from a distance of more than a half a mile away. It says one of the documents says image data was collected from a camera on a small fixed-wing unmanned aerial plane flown over a marketplace. The researchers' vision of the technology as deceived in the documents paints a picture eerily similar to the type of always-on, high-powered public surveillance system used in China and Russia. This is complete power and control, brothers. Complete power and control. And they got algorithms. They show how your face has changed. God damn, bro. They got how your face has changed over the years. It said pre-2012, 2012 to 2014, 2015 plus. That's right. Okay, so they got the differences here. Constrained is, it says commercial algorithm designed for engineered collection and matching from a single high-quality mugshot-like photo. So they'll take your picture and they'll compare it with other people's pictures, like DMV passport. That's just a constraint. But unconstrained means they can look at you from pre-2012, 2012 to 2014, 2015 and up. They can see how you look at plus 90 degrees, negative 90 degrees, what you look like at different angles. So it's basically just a freelance to get your whole goddamn jawline and try to number it, you know? See, this is gonna get abusive. This is gonna get abusive in nature, man. I'm gonna just read this last paragraph and I'm gonna close out. It says, this sort of surveillance is not only creepy, but unconstitutional, amounting to the type of persistent location tracking the Supreme Court has struck down with other technology, he said, but we shouldn't wait years for this type of tracking to be struck down as well. You need to enact comprehensive facial recognition bans today. But we know that's not going to happen. They're going to allow it to go forward. They want that control. But, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, this thing is coming down the pipeline. May the Lord keep us and bless us. And may he keep his healing and his mercy upon us, you know, to stay away from the wiles of the devil. All right, so, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachachadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And peace, mercy to the house of David. Until next time, shalom.